are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's a quote from Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker. I love that quote, and I was thinking about that quote today. I do use that quote a lot with my students as an educator and just in general. I do think there is some knowledge to that. So there is some wisdom in that quote that we can apply to many aspects of our life. Now, a great book that I've read, it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Comment down below. Have you read that book? Or what is a book that you gain a lot of knowledge from? Now, Napoleon Hill in this book, and to me, all the business books, all the self-help books, all the growth mindset books go back to Napoleon Hill's great book, Think and Grow Rich. And I will include the quote I just read. It goes back to Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. And obviously by the title, that implies the power of the mind. The mind is so powerful, guys. It's for mindset. You're not going to be able to achieve anything. And the basis of this book, it was written by Napoleon Hill in 1919, I believe. Andrew Carnegie, the great American businessman, gave him this task to study successful millionaires and see what are the key concepts and thoughts and patterns that they use, and to spread that information, which is the basis or the origins of his book. There are many parts to the book, but today I just want to talk about it and how it applies to the quote we just read. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? If you've read the book, you will know that this goes back to the Mastermind group, right? The Mastermind is a group of people that you put yourself in with, that you share a common vision, a common goal, right? In today's environment, we call this collaboration, correct? We collaborate. And that's what the Mastermind is. And Andrew Carnegie used it. He had over 50 people in his original Mastermind. Napoleon Hill, imagination is also a key part he talks about. But using his imagination, he created a mastermind of some of the most influential people throughout history, like Abraham Lincoln, Jesus. I believe Socrates was in that. And what he would do each night in his mind, he imagined that they sat down together around a table. And keep in mind, he had read a lot of biographies. He had consumed this content. So he knew their characteristics, the way they thought. And then he would interact with this mastermind, right? And imagine 5 of those people. Napoleon Bonaparte was one of the people, one of the 5. Benjamin Franklin was in there. So you've got these great people. So using his imagination, he did this for years, and he said it became almost like it was real. So the 5 people you spend the most time with, it goes back to Napoleon Hill's Mastermind group. Well, how does this apply, right? And can we have different masterminds depending on different aspects of our life? I think so, right? How does it apply to your personal life? Do you want to, what about your role if you're a husband? Who are some people that you can include in your mastermind that can help you, that can model to you, can give you good advice? Do they have good marriages? Can you talk to them? Can you grow from that? What about in fitness? If you want to get in better shape, whether it's diet, exercise, a combination of those items, find those people that already have the things that you're looking for, and try to befriend them. As far as business, as a reseller, right? Try to find a mentor. Will someone mentor you to help you grow as a reseller? Will they collaborate with you? Now, we can do this in real life, right? People that we know. But the beautiful thing about this age is the social media aspect, right? We have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, we have groups, we live in the information age. There's so much information available to us that you can consume it by reading books, right? You can join paid groups. I paid for a storage unit course, $129, and it helped me gain a lot of information, which I am able to use. Also, part of that, I was the person who created the course, Wade's Ventures, gave me his phone number, so I have access to him. So in a way, he's in my mastermind group. Through YouTube, as I've started collaborating, I'm meeting new friends, new people that are in the same niche as I am. We just had our last live show with the Thrifting Lounge, right? He gave some good knowledge. So you need to find people who have achieved or are achieving the things that you are looking for, and put them in your mastermind group. It doesn't have to be somebody you know in person. It could be through YouTube. It could be through Facebook, Instagram, or any of the other social medias. And what are those key traits that these people need? Number one, they need to have a positive growth mindset, right? We know too many people that have a negative mindset. They make excuses, they complain, they tell us why they can't achieve something. Those are the people you want to wean yourself out of your life, right? If you pull up your text messages, and the people you're spending the most time talking to, messaging with, if you're always complaining, if they're always, bringing you down, telling you why something can't be done, that is not a recipe for success. You want 5 people that can lift you up, and the power of those 5 coming together, it's almost like an exponential growth. When you see how other people, you learn from others, you can grow from their mindset, their mentality. All of that is very powerful, is a very powerful tool to help you grow. So once again, think about that. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I will say in this time and age, we can include the social media contacts, right? It's not just those people that you know in personally, right? We can extend that out. That is the value of social media. I used to just consume Facebook, just scrolling, looking at how, people posting their best pictures, their vacations, and all of that can kind of wear you down. If people never post their bad days, but is that the best use of social media? What about using it to join paid groups? I joined the Green Room University. It's a reseller group. I paid $197, but guess what? The people in there, if you're going to pay for content, you're typically going to have serious people that are in there, right? They're helpful. They're showing bolos. They're showing items that sold for $50 or more. They're asking questions that the mastermind group can come together to help them with. You find some dishware you know nothing about. You find some vintage clothing that you don't know anything about. You post that on there, and people share. That's a mastermind. Now, there are free mastermind groups or free Facebook groups for resellers, and those you can get some nuggets out of there. But this is the problem: you get I find a lot of people in there with a negative mindset. They're complaining, they're griping, they're not looking for help or solutions. They just want to complain, and they want someone else to join them in complaining and griping, so that makes them feel better about themselves. The paid groups I believe it's worth the money to join a paid group that will help accelerate your knowledge. That's a form of a mastermind. Collaborating on YouTube, man, the mind is a powerful thing, guys. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the red subscribe button below. Smash the like button if you like this content. This is a new type of series. I'm going to be digging into the mindset, because without the proper mindset, all the basics really don't mean anything. You have to have a growth mindset. So once you start to evaluate who you're spending the most time around, the 5 people, right? If you find that those people are not lifting you up, if they're not filling your bucket, if they're actually taking from your bucket, then you need to start weaning yourself away from them, right? It's a hard thing to do, but you need to start spending less time with them and then replacing them with people who that are more, have that positive mindset that you can collaborate with, that you can create a mastermind group with, and that will lift you higher. So once again, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I think that goes back to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It's a great read. If you haven't read it, I strongly encourage you to read it. Matter of fact, I'll put a link down below where you can find the novel. I've read it 3 times, and every time I reread it, I get something new. It's that powerful. And once you've read it, you'll start to notice that a lot of these modern motivational gurus, and there's nothing wrong with them, I read and watch them too, that you can trace what they're telling you back to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Once again, subscribe, like, comment below. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know.